Hello and welcome to Run Testers. My name's Nick, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing the Oladance open-ear headphones. So the Oladance headphones, I think I'm saying that right, are a kind of open-ear headphones that sit on top of your ear. So they fall into a category with things like the Clear Art open headphones or the Bose Sport open headphones, rather than bone conduction buds like Shokz's range or the Sony Link buds, which sit inside the ear and have a little hole in them. They're all different kinds of open headphones, but these are the type that sit on top of the ear. They cost $180 in the US or £200 in the UK. I think they're currently reduced to $150 in the US though, and they are made up of two pods connected by a little wire that sits on top of the ear with a speaker essentially resting just above your ear canal there, and then the other pod sitting behind the ear to balance the fit of them so they don't move around too much on your ear. They've got very comfortable fit, I'll say that. They do a good job of avoiding really any of the sensitive parts of the ear, so you can wear them for hours and hours during workouts, after workouts, and you won't experience any discomfort, which some people do struggle with when it comes to in-ear headphones. The security of the fit is also very good, I found, so especially for running and cycling in any kind of upright activity. So not that well fixed in place, so if you're doing like a jumping around HIIT workout or something like that, you might knock them loose, but I found that they stayed in place very reliably on runs, and also actually in yoga sessions with inverted positions I had no problem with them falling off. So maybe it depends on the shape of your ear a little bit, but I'm pretty sure they'll be fine for running for everyone. I would say on that front, potentially the full ear hook of the Shokz range is probably slightly more secure, and almost maybe disappears a little bit better as well. With the Oladance headphones, you do notice them a fair bit, but they're not annoying really. I've had no problems wearing them, and I also was able to wear them with glasses, under a headband, with hats. Unless you've got a very tight hat or headband, they don't put any pressure on your ears at all, even when under a bit of fabric. So yeah, the fit is excellent, and it does leave your ear canal open, so you can hear external sounds, even if it's not maybe as quite as open as it would be with bone conduction buds where the ear is completely clear. So the pods on the headphones house the battery, which is good at 16 hours of battery, and then the driver, a 16.5mm driver to power the sound quality, which is very good. We'll come on to that in a minute. Then the headphones have an IPX4 water resistance rating, so they're sweat and water resistant. They're not fully waterproof, but I found that IPX4 has always been fine for sustained long-term use in the rain and with sweat, with no concerns about durability at all. Headphones come with this rather sleek little carry case, which they sit inside there. Carry case is not a charger, like you have to put the headphones in it to charge them. They've got the USB-C port there, but the case itself doesn't contain any kind of battery. You can buy a battery case from Oladance for the headphones, but it costs another 50 quid or $50, so yeah, that's not ideal. The key, I'd say, feature of the Oladance headphones compared to other open headphones is how good they sound. Like, I haven't tested the Bose Sport Open, but I have tested a lot of other open-ear headphones like the Sony Link buds, all the Shokz range, the Clear headphones, and these are comfortably the best sounding open headphones I've ever tested. They provide really rich and full sound with great detail, even if you're at low volumes and quite quiet music, and then if you ramp up the volume with busier tracks, all the instruments and vocals are very clear and powerful, and the bass is also really quite good. It's not as good as on in-ear buds, which obviously sit inside the ear canal, but it is more than good enough bass if you're someone like me who's not a massive bass head, and you can adjust the EQ settings on the headphones in the partner app to amp up the bass a little bit more. I will say when you do that, it's not as noticeable a change as on in-ear headphones where you can adjust the EQ in apps and stuff like that. Like, you can ramp the bass right up and it will perk up a little bit, but it's not going to start blowing your ears off. But I think almost the key factor with the sound quality on the Oladance headphones is that it's good enough that you can just use them outside sports as well. Like with open-ear headphones, I don't tend to use them in the office or anything like that. Like the Shokz range, they're great. They sound okay for podcasts, but the music is a little bit lacking, especially the bass. Same I found with the Clear headphones. The Sony Link buds were better, but these are considerably better. Like, I'm very happy just sitting here working, using these headphones. They're very comfortable to wear for long periods. They don't really leak sound either, so if you are in an office and you don't want people to hear your music, that isn't generally a concern. And the volume is also pretty high on them. With Shokz headphones, if I'm going out running, basically they're always at the max volume, which does affect battery life a little bit, but also sometimes they're simply not loud enough by busy roads. Whereas the Oladance headphones, the top volume is loud enough, even if you're by pretty busy roads, not like a motorway maybe, when the open design will mean that you can't really hear your music that well, but yeah, they're louder certainly than other open headphones I've tried, and a lot of the time I can have them at quite a low volume, which gives you the scope to then ramp it up when your big power running song comes on. So yeah, sound quality is a big tick here. Like, it's still not going to hit the standards of the best in-ear headphones, or even in-ear headphones that cost a fair bit less than the Oladance headphones, but for open headphones it's really very good. Then you get the benefit of that extra awareness as well. Oladance headphones last 16 hours of charge, that's what it's listed as, and that really has tallied up very well with my usage. It's a little bit annoying that the case doesn't charge them a couple of times as well, just to extend the time you get to go without having to find a plug to put them in, but 16 hours is pretty good. So over the course of a week, you'll be able to use the headphones for your running workouts, and then for a couple of hours each day outside of running as well, and you're not going to be desperately having to find a charger the whole time, but it would be handy if the case charged them again. But with open headphones, it's not something that's as established. Like obviously the Shokz range, you just charge the headphones, and same with the clear open buds as well, whereas with in-ear buds, all their cases pretty much work as chargers. So hopefully that'll be something that we see come to this kind of headphone as well in the future. So for the controls, on the outside of the pod that sits inside your ear is a touch panel that you can tap and swipe on to control playback and skip tracks and raise the volume by swiping up and down. It's not the easiest thing to do on the run, certainly, especially the swiping. If you're swiping to try and do the volume on the run, I nearly always just accidentally pause my music, that kind of thing. So it's okay. There are controls that are fine to use in general life, but on the run, I would generally just get my phone out. I found it a bit more reliable because there's nothing more annoying really than trying to raise the volume, pausing your song, going back to try and pause, skipping, something like that. So I prefer just to control it properly with my phone or connected watch, because that panel is a bit tricky to use on the move. I'd say that the Oladance open-ear headphones are the best open headphones I've tested, and really a lot of that is down to the fact that the sound quality is so much better than on other headphones, which just makes them that bit more versatile, that you can use them at other times as well. Like, I've never really wanted to pull on a pair of Shokz when I'm going into work and sit in the office. For starters, they wouldn't be anywhere near loud enough when I'm on public transport to get to the office, and then in the office, the sound quality is not really there. So you are getting a big improvement of sound quality with these headphones, and the fit is also excellent. It's very comfortable, secure for sports, does all the good things that you want from open headphones in terms of allowing in external sounds, but with a big bump in sound quality that you don't get elsewhere. I haven't tested the Bose headphones. They might be equally good on that front, but they're only available in the US, so I haven't been able to test them here in the UK. We'll say, though, that the price is very high. So it's £200 in the UK. Obviously, it's a bit cheaper in the US. That's a lot more expensive than bone conduction headphones or the clear clip-on headphones. And then there is a bit of a decision to make, because you could, for the £200 in the UK, for example, go and get a very, very good set of in-ear headphones, like the Jabra Elite 4 Active Buds. They're £120, often reduced from that price, and then get yourself a cheap pair of open headphones, like the cheaper Shokz or a cheap pair from Nyanka. You could use your open headphones when you need that awareness, and then you'd have the in-ear buds, which sound better, have things like active noise cancellation as well as passive noise cancellation outside of you running. So, and you could do that probably for less than £200, which means you get two sets of headphones for the price of these, and then you have those different use case scenarios to hand. And that's what makes these a bit of a hard sell. So unless you're someone who just hates using in-ear buds in general and would always prefer the more comfortable fit of these headphones, there's probably better value to be found in buying a couple of sets of headphones, just getting yourself a cheap open pair that you can use for runs when you do need that awareness, and taking a hit on sound quality in those conditions to then get better sound quality from in-ear buds when you're working on trains, planes, and all that kind of stuff, when the in-ear buds have a lot of advantages over the Oladance headphones. So that is, I think, the trade-off here. I really like them. I enjoy using them more than the Shokz headphones, certainly when listening to music. I do probably slightly prefer the fit of the Shokz headphones, because it is a little bit more unobtrusive than having something sitting on top of your ear like that, but it's not really a problem, and you are getting a big upgrade in sound quality as a result. That's where I landed it. Like, if you're looking for open headphones and money's no object, I'd be very happy getting these. Still think there's a case of buying the Shokz headphones because they're a lot cheaper, and you are still getting okay sound, and it's all obviously certainly good enough for podcasts, which is what I listen to on the run mainly anyway, and then maybe looking at a cheap pair of in-ear buds to get that in-ear fit as well for those occasions in your life when the open design just doesn't work quite as well. So overall, very, very good headphones. Really impressed with the sound quality, but maybe there's a better way to tackle your approach to audio with a couple of sets of headphones for the price that they are. That's our review of the Oladance headphones. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Have you tried these headphones? Are you a big fan of bone conduction buds but wish you had some better sound quality? Please do like, subscribe, ring the little bell, and we'll see you next time on the channel.